I was happy that Kate Winslet was just talking to me, so I was just like excited that she like acknowledged my presence, but then at the same time I was like, but that's it? Like... Welcome to Moviefone's Unscripted. I'm Toby Maguire, and I am here with Natalie Portman and Jake Gyllenhaal, and we're here to talk about our movie Brothers.
We're going to ask each other some of your questions, and as well as some of our own.
I'll start with the first one. From Barb in Champaign, Illinois. Jake, what was the best part of playing Toby's brother? If you were brothers in real life, would there be sibling rivalry?
Yes, Barb, there would be sibling rivalry. Well, you know what's great is that Barb. This is odd.
You don't have to call me Barb.
I know, but it's weird because Barb asked it, and then you're asking me, and then I'm talking to you about a question that Barb already asked.
I think she's Barb's fill-in in that moment.
Okay.
Fine. Thanks for clearing that out.
I can also be Barb. We can both be Barb.
Okay. I'm gonna Barb both of you. Okay. So, what was great was that Toby has like a great group of guy friends that he is really close to, and like they feel like a real comrades, and like I felt when we started making the movie that I felt totally included and into that world of we worked out together, we played sports together, like we connected.
You duded it out.
We duded it out together, yeah. And like I feel like if we were brothers in real life, I feel like that would be a really great part of being brothers.
Yes.
But we don't even need to be brothers to have that happen.
That's true.
And
this is cute. It's happening here. Although I feel kind of uncomfortable being in the middle.
Well, but no. As Barb, I'm really interested, and as Toby, I'm touched.
Toby, from Lauren in Burlington, Vermont. You lost weight for this role. How did you train for the film?
During filming, a couple or a few weeks into shooting, I started to train and eat very little in order to lose weight. And we had a 2-week break, and then we built on an extra week in there for me, so I could have a 3-week break. But 2 weeks prior to that, I started working out during shooting, so whether I would go before or after work would sort of depend on the schedule. And not that this is interesting, but I was eating 1,200 to 1,300 calories a day and in 5 to 6 meals, and I would just work out a ton, and then yes, we did it together.
Well, yeah, but I remember you eating nothing, which was
it was very
hard to watch.
Yeah, it's not fun. But and then sort of the intensity increased over those 3 weeks. I mean, it almost became a singular focus. It was through the holidays, which was interesting. And my wife just generally said I was not fun to be around for the whole shooting of the movie. True.
True.
So, Natalie, from Hillary in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, what were the best and worst scenes to film?
I know the worst, because it was the hardest, was our scene when I confessed to you that I kissed Jake. That was hard because we just didn't really know what we were doing. And we talked about it like all day long. And we didn't shoot for like 5 hours while talking about it. And everyone was kind of panicking. And that was really scary. So that wasn't... It was cool when something happened, finally, and it sort of felt... But it still wasn't... It still never really, on set, we never really felt like, oh yeah, I nailed that one.
Yeah.
But in the editing room, Jim...
And then we keep...
That's how you edit, by the way.
Right. With some... Yeah, exactly.
Movie! Just take all the pieces and
air
play
drums.
drums on them. They magically come together.
Yeah, so you did that well. And the best one...
You can say it. Just kissing me. You can say it. You can say it.
I was going to say eating the vegan meatloaf.
Nice, but sort of randomly so. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Jake.
If I had a best scene, it would have been that. Kissing me.
Unscripted.
Oh,
no! Okay. So you mentioned that you and Toby have often been told that you look like one another in the past.
So glad we can clear this up.
That you've been mistaken for one another. have you ever or would you ever pretend to be Toby?
That's a very interesting question. I was once on a plane. The plane was deboarding after we arrived in our location. And a wonderful older woman walked up to me and she said, "Oh, excuse me." And I said, "Oh, yeah." And she said, "Can I tell my son that I was on the plane with Spider-Man?" And I said, "Yeah, you can." "Yeah, sure, no problem, you can." So yeah, there have been times, unfortunately, I've used your identity.
I think that was for a good purpose.
I didn't want to ruin her day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jackie in LA says, "There's a band named Natalie Portman's Shaved Head.
Love them.
If fans named a band after you, what would it be called, Jake? And what type of music would they play?" That's kind of a funny question.
First of all, I'd just like to say, Jackie in Los Angeles, that's the best question anyone's ever asked me. Jackie. I would call my band, the band that I would like to be called, Jake Gyllenhaal's Merkin.
That's good.
For those of you who don't know what a Merkin is, it's...
Jake has alopecia in his pubic area.
Anyway, the publicists are like, "How do we get that out?" It's not true.
That will also be the promo for the show.
Jake, if you had pubic hair in your groin area,
You just like to wear wigs.
and they, no, it's not a Merkin like that. A Merkin.
What kind of Merkin?
Wait a second. Okay. What I mean is that a Merkin is what you wear in a sex scene in a movie that covers up your genital area. It doesn't have to be hair.
It doesn't? I thought it was.
Look it up on Wikipedia. It doesn't have to be hair. Okay, first of all, I'd like to say that is a bad rumor to be starting. But
an awesome one also.
But kind of awesome. Particularly, it pertains to Natalie Portman's shaved head. But then...
Jake's Merkin.
Yeah, why not? That's a great name for a band.
Yeah.
And I think they should play like trance hip hop. Or like trance pop, kind of.
Because that's your favorite kind of music?
Yeah.
What was it like playing a father after being a father in real life?
I've always loved children, and I definitely have a greater affinity for children in general since being a father. But I feel like Sam's version of fatherhood and mine are so different that it sort of doesn't really relate very well. I mean, I think Sam, the character I play in the movie, does sort of goes through the motions or does the duties of being a father and a husband fairly well, but I don't think he's really emotionally connected to it. I think he's more comfortable being at war than he is in his own living room or with his wife or children. So he's a little disconnected. So I don't know. That was actually a little difficult to do.
Holly in Syosset.
Holly.
In Syosset, in New York?
What up?
But wait,
Syosset's my hometown.
Yeah, but it says Holly in Syosset in New York. Like, where else is it?
Yeah. Where else would Syosset be except New York?
What? See,
Hey,
she
Holly.
did that. It's like hip-hop Natalie coming through.
Do you freestyle, by the way?
No. That would be embarrassing.
I loved seeing
But
you
you do,
on
don't
Top
you?
Chef this season. What's your favorite meal?
Top Chef was the peak of my career. I don't even have any more goals. I've achieved all my goals.
That's it.
It was
That's
really
good.
exciting.
What happened on Top Chef?
It was a vegan challenge.
Really?
Yes, it was.
That's awesome.
And it was
two
delightful.
vegans.
I know. I feel like at a loss. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Toby fed me the whole shoot. It was awesome. I got to eat what he ate when he was eating.
Yeah.
It was really lucky.
Nice. Yeah. So
Inspiring.
I saw you eat something with eggs one day. It was.
Did you? No. I was vegan the whole time we were shooting. I wasn't afterwards.
Your folks.
This is what
your
vegans
folks
talk
sent
about,
you.
guys.
Your folks sent you.
Oh, that's true. They sent latkes for Hanukkah.
See that?
And
I saw
ate
you
it.
eat eggs one day.
But you know what?
They were eggless.
One of the
and you didn't-
reporters just told me that you eat chocolate sometimes. Oh!
Guys, calm down. Seriously, calm down. Seriously.
Well,
Mistakes can be
hold
made.
on. I want to address this chocolate thing. There is a rice milk chocolate.
Rice Dream.
A vegan rice milk chocolate
That
that I
sounds
eat.
good.
Had that
It
before.
actually is good.
They have
I've gotta
little
say,
Rice Krispies
it
in
is
them.
quite
And then they
good.
have
By the
little-
way, I don't know, I just thought this was kind of embarrassing / funny that because you said that was the peak of your career, it reminded me of somebody who I'm a huge fan of, Kate Winslet, had seen Tropic Thunder, which I had 2 shots in the movie, and she said to me it was my crowning achievement in my career, which
Wow.
It's kind of an insult.
No, I was happy that Kate Winslet was just talking to me, so I was just like excited that she like acknowledged my presence, but then at the same time I was like, but that's it? Like, those 2 shots.
Well, she hasn't seen this movie yet, so.
Nice.
Or she hadn't.
Right, good point. Good. Okay, thank you, Natalie and Jake.
Thank you, Toby.
Yeah.
Thanks to Moviefone and to you for watching and sending all of your questions.
And please check out our film Brothers.
Definitely. Can we bow? Now we bow.